Does this photo prove that the megalodon is still alive? The photo shows a fisherman discovering a giant blue shark off the coast of Australia, and you can't help but take a deep breath, wondering what exactly killed this shark and how big the creature must be. Surprisingly, this is not the first time such an unexplainable attack has occurred in Australian waters. Scientists began exploring the hidden giant predators in these waters as early as 2003. At that time, the Australian Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organisation launched a satellite tracking project aimed at better understanding the movement patterns of great white sharks. Scientists installed a tracker on a 3-meter-long great white shark to record its movements, but a few months later, the tracker washed ashore while the shark itself had disappeared. When researchers opened the data, everyone was stunned. The shark had been swimming normally, then suddenly changed direction and dove rapidly, plunging down to 600 meters deep. But strangely, as the depth increased, the temperature rose to 30 degrees. This means the shark wasn't diving on its own, it was swallowed by some warm-blooded creature, something faster and larger than a great white shark. This phenomenon led scientists to question what kind of enormous creature could devour a great white shark. Could it be an orca? They do prey on sharks, but they usually do not dive hundreds of meters deep. Could it be a giant squid? This deep-sea monster can reach 13 meters long, weigh a ton, and use its tentacles to snatch prey from a distance. In 2020, people even found giant suction marks on a shark. If it were the squid, it might rise to the surface at night, wrap the shark with its tentacles, and drag it into the dark abyss like a horror movie scene. But another problem appears. The temperature detected inside the great white shark was 25 degrees Celsius, which means it did not enter a cold-blooded creature. That rules out the giant squid. Scientists began to suspect the attacker might be another, even larger and more terrifying great white shark, a 5-meter-long, 2-ton man-eating great white shark. In the world of sharks, cannibalism is common. From the moment they hatch, the rule is survival of the strong and death of the weak. Of course, some people jokingly said that perhaps it really was a megalodon returning from prehistoric times. In 1991, deep-sea hydrophones detected a mysterious sound coming from somewhere 5,000 kilometers away in the Pacific Ocean. This strange whooshing noise was called the upsweep. Many marine creatures were once thought to be myths until they were eventually discovered, such as the giant squid, which we now know exists. Today, the ocean is a noisy place, filled with submarine beeping, volcanic and glacial rumblings, and marine animals far louder than previously believed. So let's consider one possible candidate for the sound, the megalodon, a prehistoric giant shark that went extinct about 2.5 million years ago. It was estimated to be more than 18 meters long and weigh around 50 tons. But some people believe the megalodon may still exist. However, marine biologist Dr. Conger argues that the megalodon is unlikely to still live in our oceans because sharks constantly shed their teeth throughout their lifetime, and no megalodon teeth have ever been found in modern times. As for the half-eaten blue shark, if it had been attacked by a megalodon, it would likely have been swallowed whole, so this was probably caused by other sharks during a feeding frenzy. But then what created the mysterious sound? Dr. Gottesman, an audio expert, was shocked by its intensity. He believed it could be an extremely powerful volcanic seismic sound, but due to the unusual frequency, Dr. Conger suggested it could very likely have been made by an animal, even though the sound had a strange stuttering quality. Scientists compared it to every known sound profile, but none matched. That is why the mystery remains unsolved. The most widely accepted theory is that the sound may have come from a massive, unidentified marine mammal, not a megalodon, but a creature we have not yet named. By 2023, more baffling phenomena occurred off the coast of Western Australia. Several pilot whales stranded themselves and displayed unusually strange behavior. Scientists speculated that they might have been fleeing from some kind of giant predator. So does this mean that a massive, unknown creature lurks in the depths of the ocean? As these unexplainable incidents become more frequent, even causing entire whale groups to flee for their lives, scientists still have no clear answer. What exactly is hiding in the deep ocean? Our understanding of the ocean is limited to only 20% of ocean maps and just 1 to 2% of the ocean world. Imagine what might be waiting to be discovered in the vast unknown, creatures perhaps far more terrifying than we can imagine. Alright, that's it for this video. If you're curious about the unknown world, don't forget to follow and support us. See you next time.